How to turn a Capricorn into a villain. So, you want to turn a Capricorn into a villain? Why? Do you enjoy losing? Because Capricorn doesn't just go bad. They go corporate evil. They won't stab you in the back. They'll promote you to a position where you ruin yourself and then send flowers to your resignation. Capricorn villains aren't impulsive. They're inevitable. Act 1. The architect before the fall. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. The builder, the strategist, the stoic. They're the ones who get things done while everyone else is still talking about manifesting. Disciplined, ambitious, and patient, Capricorn climbs where others complain. They value structure, legacy, and respect. They want to build something that lasts, a life, a career, an empire. When balanced, they're powerful mentors and steady leaders. They don't just dream, they deliver. They'll protect the people they love by giving them stability, even if it means carrying the whole world alone. But when that burden breaks them, when they realize loyalty and hard work don't guarantee fairness, that's when the mountain starts to crumble. Act 2. The trigger. The collapse of control. The Capricorn villain arc begins with injustice, not chaos, but unfairness. Undermine their authority, disrespect their effort, take credit for their work, tell them to chill after they've spent years holding everything together. Capricorn's breaking point isn't anger, it's disillusionment. They stop believing in the system they built their life around, and when they stop believing, they stop obeying. At first they go quiet, withdrawn, cold, calculating. Then they start planning, because Capricorn doesn't do emotional meltdowns. They do hostile takeovers. Act 3. The transformation, the rise of the overlord. When Capricorn turns, it's not dramatic, it's surgical. They become the overlord, the master strategist, the power broker, the one who pulls every string while acting like they're just helping things run smoothly. They stop chasing approval and start demanding respect. They stop carrying the system and start controlling it. Their villainy isn't rage, it's structure turned sinister. They'll weaponize efficiency, monetize morality, and optimize oppression. And the scariest part? You'll probably still admire them, because Capricorn villains aren't sloppy. They're inspiring. They make tyranny look like leadership. Act 4. The reign, the empire of order. Once Capricorn seizes control, they build an empire that runs on fear disguised as professionalism. Their world is organized, efficient, and eerily quiet. No mess, no rebellion, no mistakes. They don't yell, they delegate. They don't punish, they restructure. They don't destroy, they replace. They become the god of systems, cold, calculating, yet terrifyingly justified. And they'll always believe they're doing it for the greater good. Because Capricorn's villainy is never selfish. It's utilitarian, pragmatic. They'll say, "I didn't want to do this," while tightening the metaphorical chain. And they'll mean it. That's what makes them dangerous. They believe the world needs their control. Act 5. The lesson. The weight of power. Capricorn's downfall isn't greed, it's loneliness. They climb so high that no one else can breathe at their altitude. They mistake isolation for independence. They tell themselves power equals safety, but power only feeds paranoia. They stop trusting others. They stop resting. They stop feeling. And when they finally look around, they realize they've built the perfect empire, with no one left to share it with. That's the tragedy of Capricorn. They tried to protect themselves from failure and ended up becoming the very authority they once despised. Act 6. The redemption. Breaking the chains. You can't humble a Capricorn villain. They've already humbled themselves 1,000 times to get where they are. What redeems them isn't punishment, it's purpose. Remind them that power isn't the goal, it's the tool. That vulnerability isn't weakness, it's wisdom. That leadership means trusting people, not managing them. Show them something worth believing in again. Loyalty, love, laughter, legacy. Something that can't be measured in results or rank. Because once Capricorn remembers why they wanted control in the first place, to protect, to build, to endure, they find balance again. The overlord becomes the architect once more. They rebuild the world, not from ambition, but from integrity. Conclusion. So if you ever challenge a Capricorn, remember, you're not fighting a person. You're fighting a business plan with emotional trauma. They don't just rise to power, they own the mountain. Thank you for watching the video and let us know your thoughts in comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.